Hello, Jonathan Wagner here from solidzymes.com. Today I'm going to show you how to pour agar plates using a microwave. And I have my materials laid out here. This is a 500 ml jar with 100 mils of water and the ingredients for LB media plus 1% agar added. And notice that it's a relatively large jar with just a small amount of liquid in the bottom. And that's important because once I microwave this, it's going to start bubbling and boiling. And if I don't have some space at the top, it's going to boil over and make a mess in the microwave. So I'm using the largest bottle that I can with just a little bit of media at the bottom. And you can see that it's cloudy right now. Once it has boiled long enough, it's going to turn clear. Once the agar dissolves, that's how we know that it's ready to stop microwaving. I also have here some concentrated antibiotic. We're going to be making recombinant protein, so these plates need to have the antibiotic dissolved in them before they're poured. I have some petri dishes for pouring the agar into once it starts cooling off. A couple notes on safety. So this is going to start boiling and the pressure is going to rise inside the bottle, so we need to have the cap unscrewed and loose. Also, it's going to be important not to reach into the microwave and grab the top of the bottle once it has boiling agar in it. It's a good way to hurt yourself. So either just leave it in the microwave or use some protection for your hand when you reach in to pull the bottle out. So with that, let's go ahead and microwave this. So you can see it's about halfway through. It's starting to turn clear, but there's still agar on the bottom of the liquid here. I'm watching as it microwaves, and every time it starts to boil, I immediately stop the microwave before it can boil over. I'm going to give this about 30 more seconds and continue watching until there's no agar left on the bottom of the jar. So I was just microwaving it for about 10 seconds at a time here at the end because it's so hot and it keeps boiling. But I know it's done at this point because it's turned clear. There's no agar on the bottom, and it's boiling differently too. It doesn't foam so much. It just makes a few clear bubbles as it boils. So I know that the agar has completely dissolved, and all I'm going to do now is set this down and wait for it to cool down. It needs to get to about 60 degrees C. 60 degrees C is about the temperature that you can hold something with your ungloved hand. So I'm gonna keep just kind of feeling how warm it is every once in a while, and once it cools down to where I can touch it, I'll add the antibiotic and pour it. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes and the boiled agar has cooled to the point where I can hold it in my ungloved hand. And one of the most common mistakes people make is they feel it with their hand, but they don't stir it. And so they don't realize that it's still hot in the center and only cool on the outside. So put your hand on it, swirl it. If it doesn't get hot as you swirl it, and you can still hold it with your hand, you're ready to go. And there's only about a short window of 5 or 10 minutes to pour your plates, so you have to pay attention to the cooling of your agar. It's cool enough to add the antibiotic now, and that's important because if I killed the antibiotic, I would have a lot of cells growing on my plates. None of them would express my protein, and that would be a real setback. But it's definitely cool enough now. I'm going to swirl it to mix the antibiotic in, and then I'm going to pour my plates. Now, when I pour my plates, I hold the plate up a little bit and swirl. So I fill it about with a drop about halfway as big as the plate, and then I tilt the plate to spread the agar around so that I don't have to use as much agar on each plate. So pour, tilt, pour, tilt. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please hit like or subscribe. And if you're interested in the recombinant proteins that we make here at Solid Zymes, come visit us at solidzymes.com. Thanks for watching.